Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to be creating yet another portfolio. As you can see from my channel, we've got a lot of portfolio lately. I think this is one, and we've got this one. This is my favorite one, and we've got this one as well, and also this one. And today I decided to go a little bit further and create something way more unique. So if you're new to the channel, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right straight into the demo. So right here we've got this little bit of icons. These are things I've seen a lot of designers do a lot. You know, when they're prototype, they've got this a little bit of images alongside text, and it's something it's way kind of fancy in my opinion, and I've decided I want to do that as well by implementing it with actual code. And yet today, here we go, we are on this beautiful portfolio page right now, and you can see how fancy it all is right now, right? So over here so all of these I made them from Figma. Don't worry, I'll provide the assets folder, probably the assets project file on my GitHub where you can get it, but it won't be the actual full code, okay? Just the asset file so you can follow along the tutorial. So here, little tip from here, I noticed probably if you want to showcase your face a little bit bolder, you can as well make an image of yourself, probably your head, and make it a little bit way bigger, and make the this rectangle, make it overflow hidden so your face only shows here, so it will look a little bit way better. But for me, I'm just using an image of for just a sample stuff, just an image here. And over here we've got this little bit of kind of a button that is a little bit different and unique. It's not as your normal button where you often see, but this one comes with a little bit of animation. As you can see, it looks good, right? Yeah, so all of this, we're going to write this code from scratch. You're going to learn how to do that, and also here we've got the marquee effect on the slider here. As it keeps sliding from the right to the left, and when I hover on it, they stopped. If I hover out, it continues playing. If I hover on it, it stops. And there's a functionality I wanted adding, but I want to save it for the next tutorial. And so I will save that for the next tutorial. Probably another portfolio I'll be making, I'll add that functionality. It's very cool, but I didn't add it here because I was trying to meet up with this second project, because I promised you guys I'll be creating 2 projects in next week, and I want to try my best to meet up with those promises I made. But if I won't be able to meet up, probably this portfolio will be the first one we drop, then probably the next upper week I'll have that one as well. So down here we've got the recent project we've worked on, and over here, if you want it to be a little better, you can leave you can probably leave a link to the actual project, probably when you hosted it on GitHub, and probably when you hosted it somewhere else, you will probably leave a link with a button somewhere here. If it's not comfortable with you, you can make here somewhat a bit of gradients, whereby you just have the stuff of description down underneath here. But if that's not something you want to do, well, that's probably fine. And when we click on this project, it actually opens, as you see. it opens. So you can go a little bit further with this project, not necessarily you stop where I stop. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can implement more features by yourself, and that will be totally fine by me. And here is your experience, and you can add more experience as much as you can or want to, and that is all okay. But here's the catch about this one. When I scroll up, see, it's still sticky, and the cards keep line on top of each other. That is the position sticky. We're going to learn about position sticky on this tutorial as well. As you can see, it looks cool, right? Until all the cards are on top of each other, and then it goes away. And also your education, you can add more of education details, more the universities and schools, and the college you attended, and all of that cool stuff. Yeah. And as you can see, when I hover around the card, there's this nice animation on the mouse, which keep tracks of my mouse, and it gives you this cool looking gradient. That's very cool stuff. You want to know how to do that, we'll learn that as well in this video. And also here at the footer section, where you can leave probably if you've got you sell some kind of product, you can leave a link down here. Once they click on it, it will go directly to your shop. And that reminds me, there's a project I'm actually working on, which is more like it's more like a personal brand thing, where you have your shop where you sell stuff, and a place where you write your blog as well. And that's very cool stuff I'm really working on. Like the projects I have coming, they are all kind of endless, and you don't want to miss any of them. So keep subscribing to the channel and keep smashing that like button, because this channel is here to stay, but with your help only. Because if you do not motivate me by subscribing and watching our content, there's no way we can grow. But with you guys liking, watching our content, of course here we'll grow, and probably we're going to be one of the biggest channel on YouTube as well. Okay. And also here are the logos. If you like, you can put the logos your company, or probably yeah. So that's it. So when we scroll back up, you see the cards, they go back to how they were. And here also, it's just a so good looking page. And if you like, you can add more features, like I've given you some kind of clue and kind of stuff you need. Might interest you, or might want to make your portfolio stand out. You might want to have a very big image of yours here, so that they can see whoever is owner of this project. And also, if you have a logo of yours, you can add it as well. So without further ado, let's jump right straight into it. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to go to, so right now I kind of got a comment from someone who said I am a little bit way faster. So I'm going to try my best to slow a little bit as we do this. So here we are on Next.js webpage, whereby I just want to copy the starter guide on how to create a Next app. In all of my tutorial, I've been doing the what's it called? I go a little bit by using a ready-made template, but from here I just want to do it all from scratch. So what you need to do is create a folder, and name it portfolio, like so. And in here you wanna open or have a VS Code, whereby you can drag yours project into it, and you know, as you can see, it's a brand new project. Okay, so here you click on trust the author, and let me make this a little bit way bigger. Okay, so next thing you want to do is open your terminal, and then the code we once copied, you paste it in there. Let me close this site. As you can see, nps create /next/app at latest. Okay, and then you want to press the dot, because if you do not press the dot, it will ask you to create a folder. But in our case, we already have this folder, so we want our project to be inside this folder. So you just need to put a dot and hit enter, and you wait for that to to come up, for it to. So will you want to use TypeScript? Yes. Will you want to use the ESLint? No. And everything, you can just keep on with the flow. No. Yes. Yes. No. And then you wait for it to install. So wait for it to install, and we go back to the project one more time, and let's see what we're going to build and how we're going to build it. So all of this stuff, I made them from Figma. As you can see, I have my Figma where I designed some of my stuff. So you can ready. You can see I have lots of my stuff designed here where I kind of use. So you might want to, as you can see, I have them all of this stuff right here. So I designed most of these things from my Figma, so which I exported, and I'm using right now in my code. Okay, so let's wait for it to come up. So I'll see you guys once it finishes installing, and we'll continue from there. Okay, alright, it's done installing. As you can see, everything is successful. As you can see right here, success. So what we need to do is check the folder. These are these files here, and let's close that one. Let's go to the app and check the folder. As you can see, everything is here. npm, and you should run npm run dev like so. And then we need to check that out and see how it's doing. As we're trying this stage. Okay, I already have 2 projects running, so it's just kind of trying which one will work. As you can see, we have our Next.js project here, and there is this warning which I spoke about in my last video, and you see it always complaining about the hydration stuff, So what we need to do to get rid of that error, we need to go back to our what was it called, we need to go back to our lit file, and down here we need to add the suppress hydration warning, like so, and click save, and you can see it's all gone. Once we refresh, it's no longer there. So at first I thought I was doing something wrong, but it was actually a thing from this Next.js 15. I don't know why, but that is how you can solve that problem. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is I will remove all of this code because we don't need them any longer. Okay, so here, and also in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how I use my custom font in a project. There is if you check the tutorial, if you check this one, let me show you. If you take a very good look at it, you see these fonts, they are not just just normal fonts. These are fonts are installed. So I'm going to leave a link to a font whereby they already bootstrapped alongside the project, so you can use and follow along as well. And also I'm going to be setting up the how I do all this stuff. So the next thing we want to do for now, let us see how we can integrate fonts. Okay, so the first thing first you need to do, if you have a font on your system or on your local machine, you have to install the font. Okay, like this. I have some kind of font right here, like this. I have some kind of font like Satoshi and all of this. So all you need to do is click and install the font. So once it's done, it won't complain anymore. But if I try to install it, it will tell me done. Okay, so you don't need to do that twice. So after you install the font on your system, then all you want to do next is to let me go back. So next thing you want to do is go to the font folder, this one, and if you have fonts that you really want to use, all you need to do is copy them, drag them, and paste them there. Okay, but I already have a font I want to use, which I already use in this project of mine, which are these ones. So I'm just going to copy this and come here and paste it. Okay, let me grab them. I think I pasted them in the wrong one, so move them into the top one, which is this one. So I'm going to delete this inner one. Okay, so I have this, I have this, I have this. As you can see, they are all here. I'm using the open rounded font. So the next thing I need to do is go to my global.css. In here we have there are many ways you can use a custom font with, but this is the part of the steps you need to take to to make this work. So you need to do the font face stuff like so, and the font family we're going to be using, then we give it a name. Over here you give it a name according to how you see them here, Like here I use the open rounded boot. Pardon me, I didn't spell that right. I'm only getting to notice that right now. So here you just, since I'm using the same font, I just need to copy that and then paste that here. Okay, so here is the URL from where this font is located, and it's been located under my font, under the app, and the font, and then the name of the one I want to use. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And the name of the one I want to use, as you can see from the app, for the font and the name of the font I want to use. Okay, so I'm just going to copy these ones because this is not a font tutorial, but I'm going gradually so that you guys will follow along and have the exact same results as I get. I'm going to close this. So here are the fonts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they are all 4 fonts actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And mind you, I'm not using this gist mode and this font. No, I'm not using that. So once we are done with the what's it called, the CSS, we need to go to the tailwind.config.cs file. So in here we need to grab the font as well. There's this font family you need to provide. So in here, inside the font family, you need to whack this in here. If you don't do that, then you need to type it font family as well, and start typing them one after the other, but all it still works the same thing. So I'm just going to copy and paste those in here. So we have our fonts. Mind you, they need to still have the same name as this one here. This name must match with this one. Okay, they must match. So once you are done with that, you need to, if I try to, let me try to use the font so you guys see. As you can see, this font is different. So let me go here and give it a class name, give it a font. Let's see if our fonts, voila, our fonts all are here. But if we didn't do all of that, we won't have these 4 options here. So if I go with the bold, you see the font change. If I go back, you see the fonts will go back to the default state. If I go to semi-bold, you can see it changes as well. If I go to regular, you see it changes as well. So that's how you can add a custom, like you can add your font from your system, your local machines that will actually work with your website, and if you are deploying, you can deploy alongside those fonts. So this is the first intro to the video, and in the next chapter we're going to continue building, and I hope to see you guys soon. And if it's your first time, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So the second chapter. So the next thing we want to do is take all our icons. As you can see in our page right here, there are no icons. You can see they only have some SVGs. So yeah, we're going to copy our SVGs from here and then paste some of them in here. So like I said, I'm going to provide a link to the to the SVGs so you can have them and follow along. So I'm just going to copy this one and probably delete this one and then paste it here. As you can see, I have a list of all the SVGs here. You can check those out. So that's the things I want to share. And also we have an icon here, so let me copy those as well and paste them in here. So those are the basic stuff you need. So I'm going to leave this one link on under the description, so you can visit the page whenever you need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and so as you can see, I already pushed it to GitHub, so you can go there and download the repo file and continue from where we at. Just go to my GitHub and go to my GitHub, and then you will see portfolio here, this one. So you download it, or maybe probably fork it, and make sure you start if you like. And so you download, or you use the option, whatever option, or you can copy it and continue from where I stopped. So what we need to do is go back to our project and let's ride on. So the first thing first here, we've got to give it a p tag. We'll have to give it a padding of 5. Let me close this. Okay. Let me close this a little bit. Okay. A little bit. Okay. So we'll give it a padding of 5. Then the older one, we'll give it a div and also a class name of rounded to Excel, and also we give it a border, also a border of neutral 800, and give it a padding of 7. Okay, and then underneath here we give it a div, we give it mx to be auto order, and then we give it a text to be of center and give it a relative. And also we have an image here, so you probably need to have the repo so you can have access to the images. Okay, so if you like, you can use this image. If you don't, you might just want to comment them out, but I already gave you guys a clear suggestion of how you can go about it, adding your own image. Okay, so here we have another image. Where is it? Can't seem to find it. Okay, here we have this image underneath here, and we need to have a H1 as well. So let's click. So I have a H1 with a font, class name with a font of the bold one, this one, and the text should be of extra large, and on smaller devices text should be large, and then on medium devices the text should be extra large. Okay, then on larger devices the text should be 4 times extra large for XL. Okay, on extra large devices the text should be, I don't use this because I don't know, my screen size is still small, so I don't use much of that. So let's give you an inline of flex and the gap of x should be 2. Let me close those up. Then we have another image here, but before the image is a text actually that says hey. As you can see, we have our text here. Okay, and then an image there. As you can see, the image is there, and then underneath here we have a text again, because we already told it to, inline flex. If we do not do inline flex, you see how it is. So the inline flex makes the text and the whatever be in the same place. Okay, so here we break the line. Let me see if this will work. Item center. Okay, I'll probably need to reduce the font, the size here a little bit. It's maybe 5. A little bit better. Here it says 5. 11. Let's say 5 here. Let's see. Okay, very small. Maybe 8. Okay, probably 8 should do. And if we should increase it on a big devices, it gives us that one. And then we have another text, same style, like this one, same H1, like so. So let's go down here. We have another one. Give it a class name. Okay, we'll give it a class name of font. The same one. This one. I'll give it the inline flex and all of that stuff. And let's see. So I'm basically just giving it an inline flex, the gap of 2, horizontal. The item center and the text should be extra large. On the small devices should be large, and on medium devices should be extra large, or on the larger devices should use the 4 extra large. And over here we have got an image and a text as well. Let's copy those and paste those in here. Okay, so we give it a large of on a larger device, we give it a width of 10, on a medium device a width of 5, and on the from smaller device upward to be 11. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this one as well and place those here. As you can see, it's shaping up, and if I make it a full screen, you can see, but on this one right now, I think this one looks a little bit big. Let me see if this goes beyond this. Okay, I think it's all good using this measure for them. So let me try it here and see. Okay, so let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, looks good. For this image, we can at least hide this one for now. And the next thing we need to do after the H1, we can break again. And give it a paragraph. And also in here we can give it a font. Let me zoom up a little bit. We give it a class name, and font should be like open, bold, open rounded bold, and the text should be 4 extra large, and you give it an inline of flex, and you give it a gap of x to be 2. Right. So in here we've got the image. So we have an image here, giving it a width of on a larger device a width of 24, and a medium device a width of 5, and on a mean width of 600 pixel. You can use the 11 size of 11 upward. And also down here we've got ones we can use. So let's go and slap this in here and let's check it out. As you can see, it all starting to shape and all making sense right now. So here I think we should reduce it to somewhat 11. Let's give it items of center. Okay. Here 24. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of looking good right now. So the next thing we need to do is continue our development. So the next thing first we are heading towards is making the carousel. Okay. So we make a carousel before we get to other parts of the video, but first of all, let's give this one what's it called? Let's give it a div. And a class name of max to be width of ASM, and an MX of auto, like so, and give the text to be center and a margin top of 9. Okay, so in here we have some sort of description, and we have a p tag here, and the p tag has some details in it. So let's all I did was give it a font of the regular and inline flex and relative, and then a text, also an image, then software as a service and mobile. So as you can see, this arrow here is this one right here that I use. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is grab this second p tag and work those in here as well. As you can see, it's all looking good. So on a bigger screen, this is how it looks like. On a smaller screen, this is how it looks like. Alright, so what we need to do next is get to the other section. So here we have let's close this one out. We're done with it. So the next section is to create a div and give it a class name of flex. Justify center. Margin top to be of 4. Okay. And also we have a button in here. So we give it a class name, give it a group, relative, inline flex, and items to be of center, a gap of 1, and then the overflow to be hidden, rounded full, BG neutral 300, and the PX of 4, and the PY of 2, and the text of SM, and also give it a font of semi-bold, and also give it a text of black, and give it a duration of 300. And when you hover on it, you want the background to be white, like so. Let's grab this image and shove it in here. As you can see, I have an icon, an email icon. Okay, so we're going to create the two components which doesn't exist right now. So we're just going to copy them and paste them here for now, and then we will create those right now. So what we need to do is go to our sidebar here, and probably we don't need to create. We can reference down here if we need it. Let me close off all of this. So if you need it, you can create it somewhere here where you can, So let me create it down here. Text glitch. Okay, so here we have a function text glitch, like so. It's going to take in a type of text, and text should be a type of string. Okay, and then in here we return some of this. So we return this like so. We give it a relative and overflow hidden, and we'll give it invisible, this one. Then we give it absolute to the left at top 0, font semi, and all of that good stuff. So if we look at our button right now, this is how it looks like, but there is nothing done yet. So we'll continue from here on the next chapter, and I will see you guys next. So here we are giving it a BG. I wonder why this is like this, so let me check. Oh, I meant to say padding of 2. Let me refresh. Okay, there we go. So the next thing we want is the animation that is going through that button. So here we have the brightness. Here we already created the test glitch, so let's come down here. Let's say function this and this, and in here we are going to where is it? Okay, so here we return the div. Wait a minute, what is this? We are not accepting any argument here, so here we return a div, and here we give it let's give it a class name of absolute. We insect a 0, we give it a flex, we give it a height of full, we give it a weight of full, and then we give it animate brightness for the animation brightness, then justify center, and also there's a div in there right here, self-closing one. So we're going to give it a self-closing div and give it a class name of relative, and also they give it a height of full and give it a weight of height, and also give it a BG of white, and reduce the opacity by 4e and let it be blur. Okay, and right now you won't see much of a thing happening right now, but as you can see, the button has got a little bit of a white stuff right here. So the next thing we need to do is we probably need to find a way to make the animation happen. So we're going to go to the tailwind.config file, and in there you need to give me a sec. Right, so in there you need to define your animation. So right now we've got this right here, the tailwind.config file. So right now we've got to do the animation stuff. So right in the animation, right, and also we've got the animation called the brightness, right, and I give it a brightness of 2 seconds, 2.9 seconds, and linear, and make it an infinite. Alright, we're going to add another one, but let's say we've got one infinite slider, right? We've got this one as well, make it an infinite slider. Here at 40 seconds and a linear infinite. Alright, like that. And the next thing we want to add is the keyframe. Here we give it a brightness, just exactly the name. You give it here, you give it here as well. Okay, so here the brightness, we've got the animation for it. So in here we've got from the 0%. Let's transform. Let's give it a skew of negative 111 degrees. Let's give it a translate x to be of negative 100%, like so. And 100%, not percent, 100%. We've got to give it the same stuff right here. Okay, let me just copy this one and work this in there. So you've got the transform. Let's see if animation actually is playing. Let's refresh. Is it playing? Let me see if my code is running. Oh, my code isn't running. Oh, it's still running. Pretty much still running. Okay. Okay. Pretty much nothing yet is working. Nothing yet is working. So let's check what is it. Brightness here. Brightness, 2 seconds, linear infinite. You just got have to spell everything correctly if you want this animation to keep on, working expected. So let me say transform, skew 11, translate x, and 100, and also here transform, skew 11 degree. Translate x. So I don't know why it should be working right now. It should be working right now. Let me see. The original version, as you can see, the animation is working. So I'm probably doing something wrong. I'll probably need to call this name. Brightness. What could possibly be the problem? Okay, let me go back to my home page here. Absolute, insect, flex, height, full, animate. 40, then blur. Okay, everything seems to be perfectly okay right here. Let's see. Okay, still get nothing. So we go back to our Tailwind.CSS and let us do some stuff right now. So I'm just gonna copy this and check why this is happening, and also here copy that, and I just want to know if I made a mistake. Oh, there you go, it's working. I probably have done some little bit of mistake, but this is the right code to do it if you want to. So real quick, I need to get this one as well. So here we need to grab what's it called? We need to grab the other one. So here we say the infinite slider, like so, and then we write from, then transform, translate x of 0. Like so. Then underneath here we need to write it too. Then we say transform or translate this one. Let me just copy that. Transform, then translate as -100 minus the gap. Okay, so that's it for this. So let's go back to so we're done with this. So the next thing we need to do is we're done with this one. Okay, so the next one we need to handle is the, what is this? Okay. Okay, so we have an image here. We have this one. Can come up here, and then we have our infinite slider example. Like so. And we need to create a component. We don't have it. So here we have a component, the infinite slider. But I'm gonna name it infinite slider example. We have a component, and in here we have like reusable components. So here we're going to name it infinite slider.csx. As you can see, I have it right here. Alright, so let's import it. As you can see, it's already imported from here. So let me make it a little bit small so you can see. Imported it from here. Okay. So we need to go into that infinite slider and then accept some props. So we're going to give it a type of infinite slider props, and here we have the children, and that will be a type of React node. And we're going to have a class name of class name of type string, optional string. And also we're going to have pause on over and an optional boolean as well. Okay. So in here we're going to accept the props. Okay. Infinite slider props. In here we're going to get the children, the class name, and of course the pause on hover, like so. Okay, so here we need to give it so we have this utility class. We need it. This what's it called, a CN. So let's paste that in here. So I'm going to install that real quick. So let's go into the CN and let's see what that looks like. Okay, don't mind this. So in here we are going to import first of all we're going to create a lib folder. So here we're going to create a lib folder, and in here we're going to create out of a file of utils .cs, and then paste those. In here we're importing CLX and the type of class value from CLX, so we don't have all this package yet. So let's go to the Google and paste those in here. As you can see, we have the CLS package, and we need to copy it like so, and come to the second terminal and install. Let's see. Okay, so it's installed. Then the next thing we need to install is this one. Search it right here and hit enter. As you can see, we have a result, so we're just going to copy it and then paste those in here. Okay, the two of them has installed, so we're going to close that and go back to our project, which is here. As you can see, still complaining, but that's no issue for now. So let's go ahead and keep doing what we do best. So the next thing, we're going to export this function cn. We're going to take all the inputs as parameters. Input, a type of class value, and then we'll return the cwmerge, passing the clsx and also the inputs, like so. So in here, you need to, it's been imported already. So let me close this out. Okay, so the next thing here we need to do is give this one a class name of we wrap them in string like as so, and then we give it a class name group, a magic top of 7, and give it a flex, give it a gap of x of 3, give it items of center, overflow, hidden. Let's work this. And the max width of xl, and we give it the max width of auto, and then underneath here we give it our additional class name as an optional one right here, optional, like so. So after that, we have to give it a self-closing div here. Give it a class name of absolute. Give it a left of 0, width of 1 and of 12, a height of full BG gradient to right, and also from the background. I don't think I have this. I don't think I have background. I probably should ignore that one first. Then to transparent, let's copy just that and see how that looks like. I don't think this is from background. Okay. Then we have got an array. Array dot from with a length of 15 dot map the index here, and let's give it a D. So we give it a div, like so, and let's give it a key of I. Also, let's give it a class name. Let's give it a class name of the CN we did before. Let's give it a flex shrink of 0. Wait, hold on. Flex shrink of 0, then animate infinite slider, then justify around. Let's give it a gap of x to be 7, and we need this. Remember, we passed this gap here of 1 rem. Okay. And then if pause is being pause on hover, then we want to give it a group hover. Of animation play state. Post like so, and then after then we give it a data ID. Will be slider child. Then we increment. Okay. Then over here we pass the children. And this one is just similar to this one, is for the gradient, so they don't get to see it while it is going out, you know. So we have the gradient over there. So let's check why this one is yelling. Why is it yelling? Let's see why this is. Let's reload our window. The single component. So right here we are going to have we're going to have its own slider functionality. As you can see over here, that's what we had, and then the thing we are actually going to export is this one. So let's say export function, let's call it this name, like so, and let's return here. So let's return here a div, but let's return it with let's here infinite slider. Let's return here infinite slider like so. So here we say infinite slider, we'll wrap the children around it like so. So it's expecting. So if you've got you go to the folder where I place the images, I mean the images in the public folder, these ones. Then you get some from here, and all I want to do is copy them and then paste those in here. Okay, so here it's missing a property of pause on hover, this one. So I'm just going to pass that in here, and then we close it. So why is it complaining? Because it's a function. Like so. And in here it should have the children props. Let me grab one of these and work those in there. As you can see, it's still complaining. So I'm gonna grab the, so I'm gonna grab the rest of them, paste them in here, and just give them aspect square, and give them a dynamic width. This 50, this 90, and this 35, this 90, this 90, and they're all rounded by 4 pixels, as you can see. And if we go back to our image, you should see the images here. So I need to, when I change this is the one that we need to export. They shouldn't. I don't think it has its own default export. It only have like the export function name. So what I need to do is wrap this like so. Now as you can see, we have our logos here, but they're not moving. They're not moving as they should. So we need to go back and see why they are not moving. See, I gave it an animate of infinite spin. Okay, and I see animate of infinite spin slider, this one. And see, yet it's not working. So let's go back to the what's it called, the Tailwind.CSS file, this one. And then we have this, let me close this one, let me go back here, so what is it we're doing wrong? Oh, so here I did this slider. Here I did a name slider. I'm using this double R while I should be using 1, and as you can see, it starts playing. So it has been a double R I use. I should be using 1 like that. It's a spelling mistake, okay? So right now I can decrease it to be 1 and to go a little bit way faster than it is right now. and when I hover on it, it should post. Okay. So right here we have the finish slider. Oh, that's the wrong one. So if we use here is for the slider actually. As you can see, I reduced it to 10. As you can see, it's going a little bit faster. And now the only thing right now that I need to fix is the let me take it back to 40. The next thing we need to work on is this post. The post isn't not working. So here we have okay. Let me get that here, and here as well. So pause and hover. Okay, it's working right now. So we're done with that one, with the slider. So we need to continue with this one. Let's close this one out. Let's close this one out, and then continue. Here we have a div, a class name, a max width of 5 extra large, an MX of author, and a rounded 2 extra large, margin top of 8. And also we have a div with a class name of 4, and also a h1 that says recent project, and also an image here. An image here. Alright, so here we have the div, another div which is for a div which is for the actual project. So let's make that work. And over here, let me color these ones. Go down. Okay, so here we have a div right here. If you watch my other tutorial, you will find that I use this grid class names over and over right there. So I'm still using it in one of my upcoming tutorials. So you're going to be seeing this grid a type of grid stuff a lot, and it's very efficient and very cool. If it's your first time using it, you will see it's very cool. So here we give it a column of gap of 8 pixels, and also we give it on the medium screens 8 pixel. Now, the medium screen, give it a column of column gap to be, you know what, let's just copy all of this and then paste them in here. So don't make no mistake. And also we have the courses we are offering, or probably the project we have done. So we have them as here. As you can see, we don't have the offering project, what we've built before, but I'm just going to, for now, type this out, then we'll create it. And then also here we have a card with a model card. So what we need to do, it says we should import this. Then we need to go up here and then import offerings from the components /content. So we go back to here. Here is the content. Here we create a component. Yeah, content .csx, and over here are all the the content types and all of that. So you can grab those here and work those in here. And here are the type of if this is an ID of type of number, a title of type of string, and that kind of stuff. So what we need to do, we need to create the types, or probably we can just grab it from here instead of creating a separate file for them. We can just work this in here. So we don't need to export, we just need to create it right here. Okay, and that is it for the so we need to do all we need to do is import this. Seems like I'm importing from the wrong component. Contents as such. Close this one. So we map through these contents. I don't know why we're naming it offering, but doesn't change much. And also passing the key to be offering dot. Why am I not getting autocomplete right now? Offering dot. This is strange. Did you mean offerings? Okay, offerings. Offering dot ID, and then we need to pass in the offering to be of offering, like so, and then on click you need to pass itself to be of set selected. I haven't created that state yet. Set selected offering, and here we pass in the offering. So when we click on it, it's a state where we're passing the value of whatever we click right to that state. So let me just copy that state. So in here, no. And it pays also in here. So we are trying to import the types. So we are okay. So I should have used the export. Okay. So we are exporting the types here as well, as you can see. And also we need to import the use state from React, and once we do that, we need to automatically turn our project right here to a client-side component. Use client, like so. So once that is true, because by default it's going to be null. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. And we don't have the unexpected end of input. Let me kill my server and try again. Okay. Of course. So you've got this one all right here, and then this you can this is just for trying to see why it's yelling. Of course you can get that out and then continue with this project. And underneath here we have a model. A self-closing component. It's called this offering. Offering to be of a selected offering. And then here on click to be of this set selected offering back to null. Okay, so let's go create this one, and this one, and pretty much enough they are right underneath here. And we are going to accept some props first for this one. So let me take this a little bit then function card, and then here they're going to take some props, and gonna take an offering of type offering. Okay, and the on-click of the void for now. And then here we have our li. And pretty much we want to turn this into a motion div, but we don't have a motion yet. So what we need to do, so we need to pass the key here, give it a key of props dot offering dot title, or an ID here, and give it a class name. We give it a group, relative, give it a flex, and gap of y to be 3. Medium should be gap of medium to be gap y of 4. Have a border rounded 3 extra large, and rounded bottom to be none, and then border to be neutral of 800, overflow to be hidden. And then we have to give it a layout ID. This is for frame motion, so let's install frame motion, because right now we don't have a frame motion installed. So let's go back to our frame motion. Let's copy this. Let's go back to this the second time now, and paste that in here and start frame motion. While this will be installing, let's keep on coding. Let's close the stream. As you can see, it failed to install. I don't know, it got this problem with this. I don't know if it is a recent version of Next.js. So what we need to do to fix this, let's clear this out. So we say npm install frame motion, then you do -- force, and this we force to install the package. As you can see, it went through. So let's close that out, and let's keep on. Let's close this out. And right here, it's asking for some layout ID, which is this. So let me just copy that and paste them here. And now this can't work if you do not have a motion.frameMotion. So we need to import frameMotion. So here we need to import motion frame of motion, like so. And make sure you use at the top of your component here, use client. Okay, so down here we did this one, and the next thing we want to do is pass the onClick function. OnClick to be of types of props. What's it complaining about? Props dot onClick. Okay, so in here we give it a div, give it a class name, width to be full, medium devices, okay, medium devices. So when we hover on it, should be group hover. By the way, if you are new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because this will help me give me more motivation to keep on doing content, and to encourage me more to keep on doing more of this. Appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed and keep watching our content. I'm so grateful, and I promise you guys it's all gonna be getting better day by day as I keep on dropping tutorials. So I want you to let me know if you want me to be creating a little bit way more advanced than just static sites. So I'll be able to be giving you guys that as well. So we'll give it a background of this color for a d5, like so. And on a dark one we have this color, which I think I didn't prepare lighter or dark theme, which is right now not you can actually use just this color to still work fine. And I'll give it a padding of 3. Make sure we give it an overflow to be of hidden, and create another div, give it a class name of relative. Okay, and in here we'll give it this one another class of flex call, and then we give it our item center, justify between, and then in here we have a paragraph, and then we are going to do this, like so. So for it to have a motion .p, so if you're confused why we do this, you can read more about it in the frame motion documentation, and it will all make sense. So here we have the title here, as you can see we have the title, and down here we have another p tag, which excuse me, give it a class with a text of sn, font of the regular one, this one, and the text should be of neutral 500, like so. And in here we have just this visual dashboard, visual design dash webs, and also underneath here we've got another one, which is just an image, and it has the source.banner like so, and we give it a class name of width to be full or rounded to be 2 times extra large at the margin top of 7, and take it a little bit down with the margin border of a thing, and then let's give it an alt key. Wait, where did I go to? Okay, and let's give it a alt key of probably banner, and then underneath it we have let me close that up. So we have a motion that's done, so why, let me comment this one out for now. Okay, as you can see we have our card here. Okay, yeah, and I don't know why that image is being cut out. Let me see. How large is 24? Let me see, content. I don't think that should be of cover, not content. And it's having a very short height right now. Okay, so on a large should be doing this. This is for probably for medium, and probably SM. SM, I think this size should be 9, and this should be a little bit way bigger than that. Probably 14. Probably let's leave it at 28, like so. And so let's leave it that way. So now we need to work on this on click. I don't know why. Let me see. And let's see why it is not working. So we are passing on click down here. I'm passing whatever value is being clicked on, and the model whereby we are going to expand it when we click on it. So the card is basically working as expected. I will come back to that. So function model. So let's just close this one off. So it's going to accept the same parameters here as yeah, and it's going to take the animate presence So let it return animate present. So here we are just checking if the props dot offering, then we want a div make it a motion div, and here we give it a class name, another one, a class name of fixed insect of 0 flex items of center justify center a z is of 10, and then here we give it the initial value, initial animation to be of background filter, blur 0 pixel, then animate, okay, and give it a background okay, let's give it a background filter, oh, it's backdrop, not background, backdrop filter, backdrop filter to be of blur 32 pixel, and then here we have the animate. Now we already have the animate one, so exit it. That should have the backdrop filter. Of blur 0 pixel. Okay, so we have a transition of duration of 0.3 ease, type of ease out, like so, and it's a self-closing one, so let me just remove that, and we have another one which is underneath this one, animate presence, kind of similar, if true, props dot offering, and then we need to render a div let's give it a class name. Wait a minute, why is this complaining? Before we go on, okay, so I need to wrap this in a fragment. I need to wrap them in a fragment. Everything looks good right now. So we have a class name, and we give it a type of fixed, and set to be of 0, not in set, and set of 0, and z the index of 10. I'll give it a flex and a flex call and justify end. Okay, I'm not getting auto what's it called, justify end, and here we pass in the click to be type of on click, and underneath here we have another div. Make it a motion dot div, give it a class name. Let's give it a p of 8, max weight of 960 pixel, and mx of auto height of 960 vh. Let's give it rounded top, to be 30 pixel, and let's give it relative and overflow y of auto, and then the big G should be of 090A0B, like so. And in here you have to give it a layout ID. These are all for the smooth transition. Okay, now why does this, why you should be in here, like so. And in here we have the image that was going to be shown. After the image we've got a div. So here we give it a motion.div, and we give it a class. I'll give it max width of extra large, mx to be auto, just keep on. This is warning from, I don't know, margin top of 20, bring it down a little bit, and medium devices margin top to be of 60. And then here we have let me just copy this one not to waste our time here. So we have a class name of text white, text 56 pixel and font medium, and we need to have another one, which is this one underneath here. So the text of this color, a font medium, text of 15 pixel, and then a margin top of 8. Then underneath here we have a button. Are we like, I don't even like the fact that we have a button right here. So I think this one is not a motion div, it's just a div. Okay, so underneath here we have a button with this icon, but for now let me just comment this icon out. Or probably we have the icon already, because when we have this icon, cross icon and pulse icon. So here we give it an absolute on top of that, and they say cross icon is not defined, so let's import it, and let's go ahead and click on any of the card. Okay, here does not recognize class name. Where is that? Hue. As you can see, we have something. Let me open it a little bit. As you can see, we have something. Again, where did I make that mistake? Class name, class name, class name, class name. Okay, here. Okay, so as you can see, when you click on it, it expands. Okay, you can close it, you can click on it, close it, click on it, and close it. And also you can still do the same in a very small device. Is it responsive? Yes, it's responsive, as you can see, but this image is not responsive. So let's deal with this image right now. On a smaller device, let's give it a size of maybe 9. As you can see, maybe probably 10. Okay, so it is good that way. So as you can see, it's all taking shape right now. So in the next chapter, we are going to implement the second phase of the portfolio. So if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel, and keep on sharing our content, so it keeps on encouraging us to keep providing you much content in future to come. And I'll see you guys in the next. So we are done with the model. Now let's go back and complete the rest of the code. So right here we have a model open, and underneath here we want to have an image. Let's grab this image here and then use it here like so, and this will create a circle. Let me refresh. To create this circle, they are all under the assets folder I have on my GitHub, so you can go check that out and then grab the image if you want to. Okay, so after that we've got another div, then it's the image, and you give it a class name of top and bottom to be 14, relative large, you want it to be margin top of 56, and a medium to be margin top of 36. Now let's expand this and see what we got here. This one, and then we have another image here. We give it a class name of size 20 absolute, just so we can make push it to whatever angle we want, and we need it to be at the right, and on the large screen size we want it to be negative top of 14. Okay, so in here we need to have another div with a class name of flex. We give it a flex call, so we can be able to do the responsive thing, but on a larger screen size. We want it to be of flex row, and the gap of x to be of 4, and then with h2 that says experience. Like so, and we have to okay, so we have to give it a class name of font to be of upper rounded medium, this one, and give it a weight of 30%, and give it a sticky at the top, and also you give it a top of 2, recording a h height of 12 as well. So that is it. Whenever we scroll to the top, it gets thicker at the top, and then when we scroll past the view, it's when all the elements are in view all together, they can scroll up all at the same time. And so we have another div, not that one. We have a div, and in here we've got a class with a space y of 4, and we have a wrapper around it, and basically the hover effect you saw before in the video, the demo video, this hover effect you saw the first time. So that is what we're going to be doing right now. For now it's still not taking shape yet because it's still under development, so we're still getting there gradually. And let's go back to the code, and so what I need to do is I need to create a card wrapper, and that should be pretty I need to create a card wrapper and make use of that wrapper of the card around the order element. Okay, so what I need to do is create a card wrapper. So here I'm going to say card.csx. Alright, so let's go into that card, and here use client, and let's import all of these from frame motion, as you can see, and also import the cn and cn. Also, these are the props we're going to accept, so we're going to export interface magic card, props. We accept the props of children, which will be of React node, and we've got the optional class name, of type of string. We've got the gradient size, so let me just get all of these and then work them all in here. As you can see, we have the gradient size of type of number, we've got the gradient color, which type of string, we've got the gradient opacity, which is of type of number, and we've got the wrapper class, which is of type string. So moving on, we're going to export the function card like so, and then we're going to accept all the props and give them all the magic card props, and then here we need to accept the children, we need to accept the class name, we need to accept the gradient color, we need to accept the gradient size, we need to accept the wrapper class. I don't know, probably this should be optional, I think, but I'll just go roll with it for now. That's by default is going to be an empty string. Alright, so by the gradient size here we are going to give it a 20 and 200 as well, and the class name, it could be optional, let's leave it that way. Gradient color, you can change this color to whatever you want, but that'll be fine, like so. And here let's just return something here first, and here let's make it a fragment here. Let's say const mouse x to use motion value from 0. Let's duplicate this and say here to be mouse y, and then we need to have a div here. Okay, and on mouse move, I want to call a function with the event and const the structure, the left and the top was the e dot current target dot get bounding client rect. Then mouse of x dot set e dot client x minus the left side, and then mouse y dot set e dot client y negative top. Okay, and then we have a class name. Let's give it a group. Let's give it a relative sticky at the top. I'll try one first, and let's see flex size of full with a flow hidden and rounded extra large, and give it a background of neutral 100, and also give it a text of black, and also on the dark we want to give it a background of black, and the dark we want to give it a text of white, and the height of 48. Sticky to the top, I don't think so, but we'll experiment with that later on. Okay, and then here we have a div with a class name of it's dynamic anyway, so it says cn. So we import the cn. Make sure you import the cn from here, from the utils, and give it a relative z text of 10 and size of full, and then we'll give it a class name, and then we'll wrap the children in here. Children. Okay, we've got another one. Let's give it a class name of pointer event none, then absolute, then insert it to be of px and rounded extra large, and then the opacity of 0 and transition, that's opacity of 0 and the transition of this transition, and then the duration to be 300, and the group over with opacity of 100. And in underneath here we're going to give it a style, the background, use motion template, in here. Okay, and we'll give it a radius. Background, use motion template. Why is it complaining? It's not set with our background. I don't know why it's complaining, but let's keep on. Radial gradient, and let's give it a gradient size. At the pixel, circle at the position of mouse X, and on the position of mouse Y, px, and then the gradient color as transparent. %, like so. Right now we can't test if it's working or not, so we really need to go back to our home page here, and call the UC card and say something. What is it complaining? Nothing yet is shining. Strange. So here we need to give it some of these stuffs here. So wrapper class name, I'm going to give it rounded LG, and I'm going to give it px of 4, padding bottom of 4, padding top of 3, bg gradient to top, like so. So bottom right, so let's go from neutral 900 to neutral 950. Okay, so then to the percentage of how increase or in depth we want it, so we want it of 90, and we need another div, and in here we are going to give it a class name of border, and border of neutral 800, and rounded to extra large and the width to be full and flex of 1 and p of 5. Okay, so we're going to have some p tags and all of this dummy text in here. So just giving a text of SM and text neutral 500, and then it's a text of a lead product designer, and also we have our fonts open, medium and text base, and a margin top and bottom to be 1, and also the year from 2018 2020, and also a lot of text, a lot of Ipsum text here. So let's go save it up and see. It looks like our card is having a little bit problem, so let's go check it out to see what's going on. So back here in our card, I think there's a mistake going on here, but we're not accounting for it, so let's revisit and check. Font size, gradient color is 26. Export it. There we've got like a gradient size of 200. Okay, and on mouse move, taking the event, extracting the left top from the get bounding client rect. Okay, and here we send the group, and here we send the flex, here we send the full rounded BG neutral 100 text black, and height of 4. Do we have a height of 48 there? Yeah, sticky at the top, or probably we should use the relative. I think at first, let me guess. So relative here, let me take this sticky out for now and try. Still nothing. Okay, so here we have the wrapper class. Oh, we forgot to put the wrapper class right there. Underneath here we have the wrapper class, and why is it complaining? Okay, did we use the CN? Oh god, so we're supposed to use the CN stuff. Let me just take this one out for now. So here we have the CN, and we open the one here, and also here we have the wrapper class name attached to it at the bottom of it. Okay, so why is it complaining? I don't know why this is complaining. Okay, so here we have a gradient, but it's not yet animating yet, and we need to know why is that happening. Okay, as you can see, there's a gradient right here, but it's not working. So let's see why it's not working. And here we have relative and z index, full pointer event to be known, and then insect of px, and a rounded opacity of 0, and transition and duration group over opacity of 100. Then the style use motion template, and radio gradient as well. Let me just copy this style. I don't know if it has got anything to do with it. Let me just copy and see. Okay, the problem was coming from my styling here. So here you should use this styling, and it will all be working fine. Okay, so we're done with this, and then as you can see we have this card, and we still have this card, and we still have this card. So it's a duplicated stuff. We just duplicated this one like 1 through 3. Okay, so we're going to do that as well. Close this off and duplicate this card 3 times, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go on a larger device screen size, as you can see, but they are not being stacked at the top as this one. So why is that? So let's go back to the code, and remember when we were in the card, what was it called, the card component, there is this one here where I was kind of contemplating if we are on the we should use a sticky or relative. So over here is it here. So let's say we want this sticky. Let's see how that works. So it's working. As you can see, they stack on each other, which is great. Okay, and the next thing you want to do, I already duplicate some of them, and the next thing is pretty much the same thing, because we are having the what's it called, it's having the education and also having the same set of what's it called, it's just the same. It's just that here is experience and the other one would be education, with the same card stuff as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate those ones as well, and you get what I mean. So I'm going to duplicate them, the entire card from here. We're going to duplicate it because it's pretty much the same thing we did here. So do the flex call, and on the large we give it flex row and gap of x to be of 4, and also we've got the text here saying experience. Now on here would be education. Okay, education, like so, and underneath here we've got the div before the cards. So let's wrap those around. So the div, we get class name or space y of 4. So in here we've got each of its own a card, like so. So we are going to duplicate this as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably whatever amount you like to duplicate it, just so you can see the effect. As you can see, but there's a problem here. As you can see, there should be a gap between education and all of that, but let's undo everything back so we can properly. So here we have my bad, here we have a margin top. It's a little bit different actually. So we are going to go back to how it should, give it a space of actually we're not even giving it any space. Why? Of okay, so this is for the first one. So here is the second one. We're going to give it a magenta because it's at the bottom and we don't want it to have the same style as the other one. So here we give it a large of margin top of 56 and on medium devices margin top of 36 and relative. And also we're going to give it an image just like we've done with the other one, and a div. Let's create more rooms and space. Let's close all this out and let's give it a class name of this space while I was talking about the first time of 4. And also we have the card wrapped around it, so let's copy the card. As you can see, the same styling, nothing changes, just the styling that's different. Okay, as you can see it's the same. Okay, so if we view it right now, you see it's a little bit different from the first one, as you can see, but still have a problem. This should be somewhere here, not here, so let's go fix that out. What are we doing wrong here? And the education, we've got education here, we've got the flex and flex call. Not so good, not so good, not so good right now. The education, this, I think I placed it in the wrong place. These both should be in here. Yeah. So as you can see, we have it right now. So we should, to see the effects, we need to duplicate this a couple of times. So we are giving them basically the same style, so no need of. And if you want to you can loop through an array of stuff so that you don't need to duplicate the card over and over. But for me, I'm just duplicating the cards just for simplicity. So if we go here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, you can see we have a whole lot of these cards stacking up on each other like so. Looks good, right? Yeah, so satisfying. So they stack on each other. I'm going to make a tutorial on this, probably on a different kind of level, where this will make a whole lot of sense, and with its simplicity, how beautiful it is. So stay tuned for that video coming up next. And yeah, as you can see, it's all doing well, but I don't like the fact that this card, it has this margin bottom of extra space here. So I'm pretty much doing something wrong right there, and that should be within the card, within this card component, padding bottom. Let me see, padding bottom of 4. There's a 1. Padding bottom of 4. I don't think this is where the issue is coming from. The issue should be coming from here. Padding bottom of 4. Here's the first one. Let's see. Okay, let's proceed. This I'll come back to it later to fix it. So what next is included? So we are done with these. We are done with the home page. So what we need to do, as you can see right here, there's no error. It's just some ESLint shit happening right now. This stuff. So what we need to do is what's it called? We need to design the footer section. So let's go down to the footer and create a component. Name it the footer, or probably the foot.csx. I named the component last time footer. It was just, it complained so much, like it, I don't know, it conflicts the styles with the normal foot. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but I'm just going to give this a different name. So foot here, and we're going to give it a class name, flex call, and a large flex row, and justify between. A div, the class name, width of full, and the padding of 6, div here as well, with the class name of flex item center, and then we're going to have 2 images. Yeah, you won't be able to see them because we haven't imported the component. Okay, so we have an h2 that says I craft this. Let me just, so it takes extra larger fonts, over-rounded margin top and bottom, and a text. So the next thing we need to do is create another div, and also here we give it a class of margin top of 8, a flex call, LG of flex group, and a gap of x of 2.
Okay, and a button, and this button is a little bit and a button with a class name of group, shrink of 0, give it a flex, give it a height of 10, give padding x of 3, width of fit and fonts will be medium, and then text should be SM, and select none, and the items will be of center, and justify to be center, and rounded to be large, and border zinc of 100, and the BG of neutral 900, and text of white leading to be 8, and shadow, just going to copy the shadow, a very long one. So shadow, give it a 0 to an L underscore 1 pixel and 0 underscore 0 pixel. That's for the top, the bottom, the right, the left, and also the color for the shadow, and insert it, and also, yeah, that's it. So the area label, if you want to, you can add it. I've text. Okay, so here the button should say check my shop. So if you have a shop or product you're selling, you can include the link down here, and also the button, the text alongside it, like so. Okay, so let's give it a div, class name border neutral 900, and the width to be full, rounded, top left 3XL, and the padding of 6, BG of black, and then we've got an image here. Let's slap this in there, and also a H1 with a text as well, and also another p tag with a text. So give it a font up rounded, a max width of SM, and also select none, text SM, and text neutral 500. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we've got a div, give it a class name of flex, item center, and gap of x to be 2, and margin top to be of 6, and also the button seems kind of similar to the one we did earlier on, so we're not going to type it all over again. Actually it's the 2 button that looks pretty much the same, identical, so we're just going to work those in here. As you can see, you have a group, also you have a text, also it has a height of 8, padding left and right to be of 3, width foot, font open rounded, and all of this, you see, pretty much the same thing, but just that this one has a dark background when we overlay, and or stuff like that. Okay, so pretty much that's it for that one. So the next we're going to do is create another div, and also give it a class of flex justify between, give it a font of rounded semi bold. This one, the margin top to be of 8, and then here we can just have a p tag that says JavaScript, and also we can have another div with some text alongside it. So back in our home page, we can safely go to our layout, this one, yeah. So let's go to our layout here, and all here we import the foot like so, and in here we have this max width of so here we give it a max width of extra large, extra 5 extra large, and then here we mx to be of order. So as you can see, pretty much looking good. So yeah, so that is it. And as you can see, why is this, wait a minute, mx order, okay. So as you can see, everything is super clean. Alright, so that is it for this tutorial, and if it is your first time, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video. So thanks everyone who have watched and who have done this tutorial with me. Well done, I must say, and I hope you stick around for the next one, because I've got like a load of 2 extra more tutorial dropping next week. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next. Bye.